Yeah. Swooping in just like a hawk, Trey Young Jalen on a pick in the park. Yeah, swooping in just like a hawk. Trey Young Jalen on a peak in the park. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from arena, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Vic got that vision, he passing the rock. Trey put from 30 with 12 on the clock. I hope your best player got really good handles. Why? Cause he might get swiped by Daniels. I told him don't leave, both get open and wide. Cause he jump away like an ocean, yeah. Jalen on the fat break, scaring down. But you can't leave open Garrison. Just like a hawk, Trey Young Jalen on a peak in the park. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from arena, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Swooping in just like a hawk, Trey Young Jalen on a peak in the park. Swooping in just like a hawk, Trey Young Jalen on a peak in the park. Yeah. Swooping in just like a hawk, Trey Young Jalen on a pick in the park. Yeah, swooping in just like a hawk. Trey Young Jalen on a peak in the park. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from arena, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Vic got that vision, he passing the rock. Trey put from 30 with 12 on the clock. I hope your best player got really good handles. Why? Cause he might get swiped by Daniels. I told him don't leave, both get open and wide. Cause he jump away like an ocean, yeah. Jalen on the fat break, scaring down. But you can't leave open Garrison. Just like a hawk, Trey Young Jalen on a peak in the park. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from arena, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Swooping in just like a hawk, Trey Young Jalen on a peak in the park. Swooping in just like a hawk, Trey Young Jalen on a peak in the park. Yeah. Swooping in just like a hawk, Trey Young Jalen on a pick in the park. Yeah, swooping in just like a hawk, Trey Young Jalen on a peak in the park. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from arena, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Vic got that vision, he passing the rock. Trey put from 30 with 12 on the clock. I hope your best player got really good handles. Why? Cause he might get swiped by Daniels. I told him don't leave, both get open and wide. Cause he jump away like an ocean, yeah. Jalen on the fat break, scaring down. But you can't leave open Garrison. Just like a hawk, Trey Young Jalen on a peak in the park. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from arena, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Swooping in just like a hawk, Trey Young Jalen on a peak in the park. Swooping in just like a hawk, Trey Young Jalen on a peak in the park. Yeah. Swooping in just like a hawk, Trey Young Jalen on a pick in the park. Yeah, swooping in just like a hawk, Trey Young Jalen on a peak in the park. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from arena, we blow up the top. DeAndre just still in the block. Vic got that vision, he passing the rock. Trey put from 30 with 12 on the clock. I hope your best player got really good handles. Why? Cause he might get swiped by Daniels. I told him don't leave both get open and wide. Cause he jump away like an ocean, yeah. Jailing on the fat break, staring down. But you can't leave open Garrison. Swooping in just like a hawk. Trey and Jalen on the peak in the park. And one baby that's far from a flaw. Stay from arena, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a car. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Swooping in just like a hawk. Trey and Jalen on the peak in the park. Swooping in just like a hawk. Trey and Jalen on the peak in the park.
Yo, what's good, family? It's your boy in the building. We Talk Hawks TV. We Talk Hawks Daily. All things Hawks. Episode, what's good? My bad, man. I'm doing something real quick on, I can't tell y'all what I'm exactly doing, but I'm doing something on this, on this game I play, okay? Give me 1 second so they can do it while I'm online. While I'm doing the show. Don't ask, because I ain't gonna tell you. But it has something to do with it has something to do with FIFA, the game that I play. Give me a second. I just need to see if this goes through real quick. Verifying. I thought I was gonna be done before I started the show. You feel me? But yo, while I'm waiting for that to go through, I'm not gonna take up too much of your time today, gang. Just want to come up here and discuss a few things. You feel me? What I really want to discuss is first of all, real quick, not Hawks related, right? Not Hawks related. Shout out. Shout out, you on that ultimate team, huh? Yeah, I am, CJ. Don't ask, CJ, what I'm doing up here. Don't ask. But I'm not going to take up too much of your time today, gang. I'm just going to discuss a couple things that have been across my mind. I'm probably going to be up here maybe, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes today. And then I'm going to keep it moving. You dig? But I want to discuss just a couple things, man. First of all, man, salute to James Harden for coming through in the clutch yesterday in that game 7. If I'm a Clipper fan, I'm beyond pissed. But you know, that's James Harden MO. Game 7, that dude never shows up. I don't know what's wrong with it. It is what it is. But I thought that was hilarious. He only had 7 points. That's crazy. But yo, what I want to discuss with y'all today was I wanted to go over if the Hawks stand pat. Okay. If the Hawks stand pat, what is it going to look like moving forward, right? What is it going to look like moving forward if we stand pat with your knock? Hey, yo, Cujo, real quick. Y'all see chat. That's why I'm be reading the chat because y'all be throwing me off. But yo, chat. Cujo, yo, listen. My son, hey. That dude made this steak, bro. He cooked these New York strips for me the other day, man. Oh, my God. Sheesh. I'll never order a steak from a restaurant again. I put my son's steak against any restaurant, man. Any restaurant out there. Rue Chris, Eddie V's, any steakhouse, I put it up against any of them. That's how fire it is. But anyway, back to the topic on hand, because I don't want to be here for too long, because I know I got to go hit the gym. I know some of y'all want to get ready to watch the games today. You got you got the Pacers and the Pacers and the Cavs, and you got that game 7. That's what I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna be watching that game 7 tonight. The Warriors and the Rockets. I'm gonna watch that closeout game. But anyway. So let's discuss real quick. What if the Hawks stand pat? Okay. What if we stand pat and decide to just go ahead and continue. Me too, Dev. I want the Warriors to lose and decide to just go ahead and build on what we already have. Okay. Listen, man. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all, gang. I don't think the Bucks are gonna move Giannis. I don't think Giannis is gonna go to Milwaukee and ask to be traded. I think he's gonna stick there and run it out. He's gonna try to work it out there. They may have down a couple years. Hopefully they do, because we have their pick. So I need the Bucks to be trash. But anyway, I just want to do a quick rundown of what the cap looking like for us and what is available, what can be added. So as y'all can see, this was last year's cap. Okay. Last year, hold up, 25, 24, 25. This last year, right? So we end up finishing $33 million over the cap, right? We were $7 million under the first apron. We was $18 million under the second apron. That's what we finished the season at. As you can see, the contract that we took on, you ended up giving Barlow a rookie contract, Muhammad Gaze on a young contract, Vic Krejci on contract. You had Garrison Matthews, Kobe. You saw the name money, $8 million, Nash Jr. 11, Terrence Mann 11, Zach at 12, Okongwu 14, Levert 16, 22 Clint, 43 for Trey. And these are two-way guys, Plowden, Toppin, and Wallace. And that's what we had last year with dead money. When we got rid of Roddy, we took a $2.8 million cap hit. You took $4 million cap hit. That was cap holds for last year. And you had your exception from last year. Okay. Excuse me, guys. Trying to shake this last bit of cough, man. Once I get rid of this cough, I'll be Gucci. So what do we have going into the off season? Okay, so right now in the off season, total capital allocations, $253 million dollars that we have. While we gotta shop at City Trends, hey, it be like that sometimes, man. You know how we get down. So your total cap allocations is $253 million, negative $98 million in cap space, 48 million. We're 48.9 million from the first apron. You're 60 million from the second apron. Now, obviously, y'all know this. The cap space and the total cap allocations, that's going to change. Allocations is just everything, including cap holes. So, right? So these right here, this is what you have on salary right now. Okay. This is what you have on salary for this year coming up, with Barlow being the club option, which, I mean, if it was me, I don't know why Landry gave him that contract, but I will go ahead and, if I can, I will go ahead and deny this Barlow club option and offer him a two-way. I think we need to get a veteran player in for this position. So that's Plowder in a two-way, 1, 2, Well, let me count Barlow, since right now he is a Hawk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You have 11 players under contract as of now, right? And you can get rid of Barlow, right? So I'm looking at Trey, 45, Jalen 30, that's 75 million. Okongwu 15, Zach at 13, right? We still missing a starting center. I mean, excuse me. I forgot Okongwu. 15, 13. So we're missing, and Dyson at 7 million, right? So your starters is not taking up you know, we not in a bad position as far as the starters. Okay. Uh, according to some, Trey Young not worth 45 million. Hey, it is what it is. He 29% of the cap due to what? When he made all NBA. This is still going off his max rookie extension when he made all NBA. So he qualified for 29% of the cap, right? Jalen taking up 19% of the cap. Production wise, 19, 10, and 5. You would say that's worth 30 million, but we all know what the issue is. We can't, for some reason, we can't get this guy past 50 games. That's the number one issue that we have to work on with Jalen Johnson. T-Man, 29 years old. I know Kool-Aid don't like T-Man, but T-Man gonna be here for a minute. Okay. He got a vet extension. I think he had 15 million for the next couple years, right? At least the next 2, if I'm not mistaken. You got a Combo on a good contract at 15 million. You got Zach obviously on the number 1 overall pick contract locked in at 13 million, right? You got George Niang at 8 million, Dyson Daniels 7 million, Kobe Buffkin at 4. Okay. You got Vic Krejci at 2. You can let Barlow go. You still got 2 more years of Mohamed Gay at 2 million, so he ain't really hurting your pockets. Okay. The cap holes. You can go and subtract. So the cap hit, right? You can subtract 35 because he ain't coming back. Okay. Remember, that's just a cap hole. That's just a cap hole. It's just a placeholder. Okay. That's all it is. But they do that so you can have numbers in place so you can work with the actual work with numbers. Okay. We know Nance at 21, 24, 35, 4, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, Whittler's coming off. Boom. Keaton Wallace just signed. He signed a 1 year, a rest of the season deal. Okay. Jacob Toppin signed the rest of the season deal, if I'm not mistaken. But if you want to bring these guys back on the NBA roster, right now they hold a cap space of $2 million. Basically, Keaton, Toppin. Damn, Wesley Matthews still. Holy crap! Why is Wesley Matthews still on the? Wait, what? I didn't know that. Oh my God, Wesley Matthews. Oh my Lord, have mercy. Trent Forrest, Garrison, Nance. So let's see. Clint not coming back. I don't know if. What do y'all feel about Larry Nance coming back? I mean, he made 11 million last year. Okay. Carius, 24. I think he made 15 last year, 15, 17 million. Your trade exceptions, you still got we got the 25. Everybody love bringing up the $25 million trade exception. Okay. Everybody love bringing that up. It expires July 7th. So basically, the Hawks got 60 days to put this in action, whether to use it or try to flip it or try to extend it somehow. Okay. You picked up another trade exception that expired, that's about to expire with AJ Griffin. Okay. You got 3.7 million available there. Okay. The bogey trade with the Clippers. You picked up a $13 million trade exception. Okay. Remember, only one can be used per season. Let me read this to y'all. Exceptions are essentially grants, offering teams an additional way to sign players. Exception can be split up for multiple player signings. However, only one of these exceptions may be used in a season and they cannot be combined. Okay. So obviously, they need to be working using this DeJounte Murray trade exception, this 25 million. Okay. And you got the bogey one for next year. Okay. Cody Zeller. Wow. So your 2025 cap holes, okay. Active roster, 146 million. 106 million in cap holes. Okay. Which that's how you get the 253 total allocations. Okay. So we know the cap hole. Okay. The cap hole is just placeholding number. Okay, this is not a solid, this is not a concrete number right here, right, gang? Not a concrete number. Okay, this will go down. This will go down. We had the second most cap hold. This will go down as players sign with us or as players leave and go sign somewhere else. This cap hold will go down. Okay, so what are we looking at? Running it back. Okay, this is my thoughts about running it back. You got Trey, Jalen, Akambu, Zach, Dyson Daniels. Okay, I know people talking about a Dyson Daniels extension. Let's check Dyson Daniels out real quick. Dyson Daniels. Okay, listen. 24-25. Okay. 24-25. We paid him $6 million. This year we pay him $7 million. Next year, he is a restricted free agent. He's a restricted free agent next year, gang. Okay? Restricted. Meaning you don't have to extend him right now. Okay? I know you're going to hear a lot of people say, hey, what about the Dyson Daniels extension? You don't have to extend him right now. Okay? What you saw last year, let me ask you like this, right? What you saw last year at what? What did Dyson give you last year? 14 points, hella steals, great defense. What? Like 5 assists, 5 rebounds, right? Okay? What I would do is basically see, can he repeat or do better than what he did last year? Okay? And then I will let the market dictate what he is worth. Okay? Now, it is a gamble when you do that. It is a gamble when you do that, but like my homeboy Allen just said, okay? If you think you can get a deal done now, right? You think it's going to be below market value, then you go ahead and you make that extension, okay? If you don't think you can get it below market value, okay, then you have to let him go test the market. Okay, let him go test the market. Okay, because what if he come out next year and have an off year? I doubt it, right? But what if he does? Then guess what? That market gonna say his value is a little lower. Okay, because you know with the first and second apron penalties, you know if you can't. Let me tell you, with these penalties, you cannot afford to overpay players. You cannot afford to overpay players. And I'm going to tell you how I look at it, gang. I'm going to tell you this how I look at it. It's like the homeboy Corey, right? You see this? He says being a 2-time All-NBA defense will cost more. See, I don't look at it like that, Corey. I don't look at it like that. You know how I look at it? If he's a 2-time All-NBA defender, right? Then you're probably going to pay what he's worth on the market. That's how I look at it. I don't mind paying a player his value. I have no problem with that. If he's a 2-time All-NBA defensive player and the market says he should make this amount of money, I don't have a problem paying that money. What I have a problem with is paying guys with 0 accolades. It's like the homeboy King said. The homeboy King, my homeboy King Rocco. Hawks overpaid Jalen Johnson. Right? The Hawks overpaid Jalen Johnson. Some will agree, some will disagree. Right? His stats say he probably worth that. His stats plus his potential. But the injury history can change that. Okay? The injury history could have lowered that amount. The Hawks must have thought he was going to get a better offer than $30 million. They must have thought the market was going to set it a little higher. Okay? But I'm going to tell you like this, man. You can't be afraid. You can't be afraid to let the market dictate the value. Okay. I see the homeboy talking about Levert. Shout out my boy Oscar, man. My homeboy Oscar Cervantes. I'm working on my that roll of the tongue, Oscar. I'm working on that. Oscar Cervantes. I'm working on that. I'm working on that. With the $2 super chat, he said, "You want carrots back? If so, at what price?" Okay. Let's look at carrots real quick. Okay, let's talk some Levert. Okay, let's talk Levert. Boom. Levert obviously got a high cap hole. Okay, his cap hole is 25 million. Basically, he's 31 years old. He's a free agent. Okay, we know he's not getting 24 million. We already know that. Okay, so let's go back to see what Levert did. What did Levert do last year? Let's see. Wrong person. My bad. Let me go back one game. Levert. Okay, so Levert probably 15 million with the Cavs, 16 million with us. I don't have a problem around that price. I don't have a problem around 15, 16 million per. Well, what the problem might be, okay, what you might see your problem is how many years, right? How many years is he looking for? Okay, that's what you might see. That might be your problem. We may be looking at him like maybe a 1 or 2 year deal. Maybe he's 31. He about to be 31, right? So this probably his last time to get like a long deal, 4-year deal, right? So he might be looking for something like a 4-year deal. So it depends on how you want to work it. Like you could say, you know what? Let's give you 2 years, 30 million. I think that's fair. 2 years, 30 million, and try to front load the contract if possible, right? What if he's looking for 4? If he's looking for anything longer than 2, let's just say 4 to keep it an even number. Then I would say, well, if you want 4 years, right? Then guess what? I'm not gonna give you 15 per. I'll give you a longer deal, but I'm gonna give you 12. But it depends how much you value Caris LeVert. I don't think I wouldn't give him 4 years. I wouldn't give him nothing longer than 2 years, in my opinion. I wouldn't give him longer than 2 years. He's 31. Right? And is he still gonna play that same role that he played with the team last year? Is he still gonna be your 6 man? That's where your coach got to come in at. This way, Quinn, see, as a GM, this way your coach got to be communicating with you, right? Quinn, what you think? Do you need a guy like Caris LeVert back? Right? Looking at our current roster, okay, I would say you would need LeVert back. You could probably get LeVert cheaper than any other so-called 6 man out there. Okay. Why? Is he a better 6 man than Dre Hunter? In my opinion, yes. Is he a better 6 man than Bogey? In my opinion, yes, for the Hawks. Why, Damon? Why do you think he's better? I think he's better because unlike Bogey and Hunter, we saw Caris LeVert can get his own shot. LeVert don't need Trey Young to pass him the ball, right? He can get the ball. You know one thing LeVert gonna do is shoot it. You know that, okay? So I mean, 15 million coming off the bench, instant offense, professional score. I mean, what y'all thoughts behind that? I don't mind bringing LeVert back, right? I don't mind bringing him back because this is the thing, gang. And y'all saw the name of the show. I call it Run It. I said Run It Back, right? When I say Run It Back, I really mean you running it back with your same core players. Your starters are really not going to change. Outside, obviously, Obviously, Mohamed Gay will not be starting because Jalen Johnson going to be back. Okay. So that's what I mean when I say run it back. The start is going to be the same as we started the season with last year. The homeboy Oscar said it'll be a massive blow to the bench. Once again, Oscar, that's why as a GM, you got to be forward thinking. You got to be forward thinking, Oscar. You got to be saying, okay, what up? You always got to have a plan B and a plan C when it comes to that 6-man, right? What if he goes somewhere else? What if another team offer him more money? What if another team offer him longer years, right? You should always you need to already have your plan B and your plan C. Okay, if he leave the target, we're going to target this guy. If we can't get this guy, we're going to target another guy. You feel me? So I don't mind bringing Levert back. Okay, so I believe money wise, we're not in a bad spot, right? It could be real bad, but we're not all too bad. Hold up, let's go back real quick. Hold up, let me see here. Okay, obviously we ain't worried about the first apron. We ain't worried about the second apron. I will say this: if the Hawks want to contend for a championship, we need to start looking at this first apron, because you're going into the first apron easy. Okay, you're going in the first apron easy. I mean, out of this group, out of these guys right here, the cap holes, man. Outside of Levert, I mean, outside of Levert, I mean, there's nobody on this list that pops out to me. And don't forget, you got to add, you still got, look down here, guys. You still got your first round picks this year, the 14th and the 22nd, right? We know the 22nd guaranteed. 14th, we still waiting on the lottery to see until this is not guaranteed yet to that lottery. Okay. So, I mean, so we still got these two picks right here. This pick might convey this, might convey, might not. We know the 22nd pick going to convey. Okay. So the 22nd pick, obviously, Levert. I mean, I really don't see a need to bring back Garrison Matthews. I mean, you still got this guy. What's the difference between Garrison Matthews and G-Wagon? You still got George Niang at $8 million this year, right? So you got him one more year. You got him next year at $8 million. So I don't really see a point in bringing back Garrison Matthews. I mean, what they really need to do, gang, in my opinion, is probably really address the bench. I mean, you can go through free agency, see what's out there, but I really don't see. I mean, because you know what I really want to do, guys? You know what I really want to do? Damon, I'm keeping Nang at least. I mean, you don't really have a choice, though, Southside. You don't have a choice, to be honest with you. I mean, you need a shooting. You need a shooting. You know what I'm saying? I don't see this is what I want, chat. Can anybody in the chat explain to me? Because Southside, Oscar, everybody in the chat, look at this right here. This is one of my concerns right here, gang. This is my concern, and they need to figure this out really quick. They need to figure this out quick right here. Right here. This guy right here. T-Man. Okay. What is his purpose on the team? We got him another 2 years at $15 million. Okay, excuse me, another 3 years. We got him another 3 years, guys. 15, 16. They need to find a purpose for T-Man because he taking up $15 million a year. I mean, what do y'all see T-Man doing for us at the beginning of the season? Obviously, right? Y'all might want to move him at the deadline, but I mean to start the season, or can somebody tell me when we got what was his purpose last year? What was T-Man's purpose last year on the team? I don't know what he's supposed to do. Can somebody tell me what T-Man was supposed to do on the team last year? Ball handling, scoring. He's okay on defense. But let me ask you this, Omar. This is my thing, though. This is my thing. Did the coach use him enough for $15 million, though? Rashad said T-Man looked lost. He not used to catching and shooting. I think he's a good seventh man. A seventh man, Trey. $15 million, Oscar. We got him for $15 million for the next 3 years. We owe this guy $45 million over 3. And you saying he a seventh man? What? T-Man is a defender. He a defender. He a defender. 15 Tank. $45 million for the next 3 years, Tank, for a defender. Has he made an all-NBA team or something? He made all-NBA defense or something? Listen, Rashad. I'm not saying it's a lot. But what I'm saying is this. $15 million for the next 3 years, and nobody here know what his role is on the team. That's why I asked y'all. I asked y'all what's T-Man role. Everybody gave me a different response. Y'all don't think that's an issue? Y'all don't think, watch this. If I tell y'all, hey, what's Dyson's job? What's Dyson's role on the team? Everybody gonna give me just about the same answer. So that's what I said. I said this T-Man contract is a concern for me because they need to find a role for him on the team. The defense and pissing off Matt. Now, you know who T-Man piss off? T-Man be pissing off Kool-Aid. For some reason, Kool-Aid hate T-Man. I don't know why. He's like, don't play T-Man. Don't play T-Man. I mean, if I could have had that money right there, man, you know what, man? If T-Man, let me ask y'all this. Do you think T-Man can fill the role of a 6-man? That's what I'm asking right now, Omar. Do y'all believe T-Man can fill the same role as Levert? Stand in the corner like that. So, and that's what I'm saying. Like, see, that would have been dope if we would have had this cap right here. If we had this $15 million, right, and we used that to sign Levert, that would have been straight. But now that's what I'm saying. So let me ask y'all this, chat. What do y'all see? How do y'all see T-Man in Quinn's system? What do he shoot from 3? Is he a good 3-point shooter? Let's look. Let me go see. Is Terrence Mann a good 3-point shooter? Talk to me. I'm trying to see what he do good, man. So we could, because Quinn has to find a role for this guy, man. We owe this guy. He with us for 3 more years. Okay, let me show y'all this screen. Let's look at T-Man, man. Y'all giving Levert too much credit. He reckless. Okay, T-Man is what Sadiq Bey was. T-Man is trade filler. He good at costing his games. He good at a lot of things, but not great at nothing. The volume, he's a good defender. So okay, let's look at T-Man numbers, man. Let's see. Let's look at his numbers. And y'all tell me if y'all think he worth 15 million for the next 3 years. Y'all let me know. Let's look real quick, gang. Let me share. Let's go here. Okay, look, gang. Look, you got T-Man. T-Man averaged 9.8 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists in 30 games as a Hawk. Let me look here. Let's see here. Let's look at, so with the Hawks, 9 point, but let's call it 10 in 22 minutes, 2 assists, 3 boards. Okay, look like he's a some of everything type guy. 54% from the field, 38%, 30, let's call it 39% from 3. Damn. Why do you do so awful at free throws? That's crazy. How you shoot this well from the field in 3 but can't shoot free throws? That's crazy. I thought he'd at least be at like 80%. Okay, let me see something here. Okay, let me look at let me go T-Man. 6'5", shooting guard. I mean, listen, chat. Listen to me. I'm not hating on T-Man. Okay, I'm not hating on T-Man. What I'm saying is, what role do you see T-Man for the Hawks? I mean, he's 6'5". That's what I'm saying. Do we need to bring back Levert? I mean, obviously, T-Man not going to start. Okay. Oh, I saw the attempts, K. I saw the attempts. Obviously, T-Man isn't going to start. Matt say he Dyson replacement. That's not going to happen. Matt, nice. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. If he a replacement for anybody, he's doing what Kobe was supposed to be doing for us this year, if anything. So, what do y'all see T-Man? Okay, let's see. Let me look at the roster one more again. Hold up. Tell me what it's gonna be. You see yourself with a like me on the low. Shooting guard. Damn, you don't have another shooting guard on the roster. Why they got Buffkin listed as a point guard? I thought he was a 2. So damn. So I mean, according to here, he's the only shooting guard on the roster. He on the 2 guard. Wait. Oh yeah, I forgot because Dyson are listed as a point guard too. Man, listen, I don't know where T-Man, we need depth. Okay, so that's what I'm saying, Oscar. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, right? Listen. That's why I said, listen, y'all know me. You know I want a superstar player. You know I want Giannis, right? And I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I be going through these little phases where I don't know, man. I be in dreamland, okay? I be in dreamland, okay? And now I'm back to reality, okay? Now I'm back to reality. We probably, if I'm betting money saying we probably gonna run it back with the same core players, okay? The depth, I mean, but then when you look, what's really out there for you to go and get, to be on in free agency? Y'all keep saying depth. What's out there in free agent? Let's see who free. Let me pull up some free agents real quick. Cause I know y'all just say some shit. Let me pull up the free. We're gonna pull up the real free agent list. We're not gonna pull up what we think. 2020. We're gonna pull up the real free NBA free agents. Let's look. Going back to my favorite website, Sport Track. Let's pull this up real quick. All right, gang. Boom. This is your free agent list. Okay. This is your free agent list right here. Okay. Let's see here. You got, don't even look. If they got a play option, you might not. LeBron don't look. Van Fleet, we don't need. They probably gonna let him go. Kyrie, no. Harden, no. Middleton, no. Randall, no. Collins, no. All them know because they probably gonna opt in. Brooke, unrestricted, too old. Damn, he 37? Jesus. Clint, no. Bruce Brown Jr., 22 million. Ooh, I think Brogdon, 20. He made 22 million. Miles Turner. I think that they can match. He unrestricted. Let me see. Unrestricted. Okay. Because I know some people have bought up Miles Turner at the. I forgot, but we got a Conwu. We got a Conwu already, so we might not look at him. Randall, you need power forwards. We need ball handler and a wing creator. Man, listen. You're not getting Listen. Randall. Does Randall fit Quinn style basketball? Right? I mean, I don't listen. And then you got to ask yourself like this with somebody like Randall, right? His role, if you get somebody like Randall, somebody gonna have to suffer, right? Who gonna suffer on this team? Ricochet, JJ, somebody gonna suffer, right? Because Randall wants the ball. Every team Randall been on, the Knicks, the Pelicans, even with Minnesota, he getting what? Randall getting 15 plus shots a night. You got 15 shots a night from Randall? I mean, and that's why I'm saying you have to pick a direction. You have to pick a direction. You either want your guys like JJ, and see, this is the thing I be trying to tell y'all. You got to pick a direction. If you run it back, the goal to run it back is to add small pieces and allow your core players to get better. That's really what it is. Okay? You don't run it back to bring in somebody like Randall. If you go get somebody like Randall, you need to be making a run. You may not be a championship contender, but you need to be making a run as a top 3 seed team in your conference and a deep playoff run. You feel me? But I'm telling y'all, I already looked at this list, guys, I'm gonna keep it honest with y'all. I looked at the free agent list already, man. It's really, y'all don't believe me, it's really nothing out there that's gonna jump off the that's gonna jump out at you. It's really nothing out there. Let's continue. Hardaway Jr., Duncan Robinson. Damn, but he don't play no defense. He opt out of 19 million. He opt out. So he 31. He probably want a longer deal. What's Duncan Robinson looking like? But he don't defend. He a small forward. I'm just trying to see what shooting's out there, man. We need some shooting. We still don't have any you still don't have no rim protection with Okonwu out there, and you still don't have now you're gonna need a real backup big, which you can either address in the draft, right? What about Sabonis? Let's look at Sabonis. I mean, Sabonis a free agent? I didn't think he was a free agent. Hold up. I didn't think Sabonis was a free agent. I know. Here's the guy everybody like, Nas Reed. He gonna cost you big money though, and he only 25. He gonna cost you a lot. Let me see what he did though. This dude gonna cost you a lot of money, right here. Minnesota was getting this dude on the dirt. But I mean, he might opt in. Who knows? He might opt in this year at 15 million. They got him on the dirt. Boucher, Portis, Thibault, Wagner, Nance. It ain't really too many bigs out there, huh? Nobody want Al Horford. Nobody want Looney 30, but he cheap. I think Looney, Drummond. What do y'all think about adding Drummond as a backup? Made $5 million last year. Y'all don't like Andre Drummond? What y'all think about Andre Drummond being a backup? What up, Mike? What y'all think about Andre Drummond being a backup? Being a backup big off the bench. Shout out DeMarco with the $2 super chat, man. He says Quentin Grimes. Nah, I'm good. He gonna cost you too much money. Plus, you don't need no shooting guards. You already got Jordan said he'd rather have Nance. But I'm just saying, Jordan, what's the difference between Nance and Drummond? I mean, he only getting $5 million. He only getting $5 million. I'm trying to be cheap right now. Quentin Grimes. Let me keep it a buck with y'all with Grimes, okay?
I got you a cheap one.
Grimes, right? He's gonna cost you money. Okay, Philly already said, Daryl Morey already said he gonna try to bring him back. Okay, you already got you already got who do we run at the 2 this year? You ran Dyson at the 2. You still got Kobe at the 2. Okay, you could run T-Man at the 2, right? We don't need no more shooting guards, especially if they gonna cost you 15, 20 million. And this is what I'm saying, like. When you looking for depth, right? We how can I say this? We are not in a position to go get expensive depth pieces. Would Grimes be a good depth piece? Probably, but he probably gonna command if I just to guess off the top of my head, he probably looking at about what? About 16 million, somewhere around there. He probably looking around 16 million per year. You already got T-Man making 15 million, right? Unless, you're going to use Grimes as your 6 man, but I mean, do you want Grimes as your 6 man? That's going to cost you another 15 million, 16 million, probably over 4 to 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it depends, man. It really depends. This is how I see it, so people understand what I see.
I got 2 guys for you, DeMar.
Not Markelle Fultz. What's up, Mike? Let me say this real quick, Mike. This is how I see it, guys. When I say run it back, right? I'm not trying to take away any shots from the core players. Okay? I'm not trying to take away anything from Jalen, from Zach, from Dyson. I ain't trying to take nothing away from them. I'm trying something that can complement those guys. I ain't trying to take nothing from Okongwu. I'm looking for pieces that can complement those guys, right? Does Grimes complement? Could, but what you gonna do with Kobe? You got a first-round pick that you don't know what you got yet. What you gonna do with this guy? You go get Grimes, in my opinion, that just pushed Kobe down the depth chart. What's up, Mike?
Oh, yeah. You'll have to basically get rid of Kobe, though. But nah, I mean, I agree with what you're saying and stuff like that, and pretty much what we'll have to do. If not, then you're looking at, I mean, it's obviously that you traded one of the core pieces. So, yeah, it's either you, like you say, you running it back with that core or you not. And then you got to ask yourself who you getting in here, who is like really out of the core. Only 2 of them are possible. Is a possibility of getting pushed to the bench, and that's Dyson and Double O. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, at least in my opinion, I don't think Trey, JJ, or Zach like going to the bench, like going forward. So, I mean, you can say Double O's not, but I'm just saying it's like if anything, you bring somebody in here at best is those two positions that might be up for grabs in the starting lineup. But then you got to ask who good enough that we can get to push Double O to the bench. And it's like anybody who is going to cost you a lot, and you're going to have to trade somebody out of the core to get that type player. So it's like you really ain't going to be able to do it. And it's probably the same case with Dyson. So again, like I feel you, but I like Santi or whatever, Aldama with Memphis. I don't know you know too much about him or not like that or anything. I'm not gonna act like I know him completely like that. He's just been kind of a intriguing player. He's 7 feet tall, basically a forward or whatever. What he had like 12.5 points for them, 6.4 rebounds. That he a restricted free agent though, but he shouldn't necessarily cost a lot because he only make like his total contract, his rookie contract total was like 10 million, like a couple million a year. And then outside of that, Minnesota or whatever, I think got a team option on Luca Garza. And I don't know if they pick it up or not or whatever, but Luca Garza is another like big or whatever. And I think like Santi and Luca like added them two to the bench. Like, it's pretty good. And when you're talking about Terrence Mann, like I'm somebody too that don't like Terrence Mann, man. If we able to trade him for something else to put on the bench, I'm all for that. But anyway, those two guys, Santi, Young, Garza, Luca was one of those guys that was in college like all 4 years. So I think he like 26 or so when I looked it up earlier. But Santi is still young and he's 7 feet. Well, he ain't that young. What is he? Well, he's a couple years older. Well, I thought he was a little younger than 24, but anyway, he's 24 though, so it's not that bad. Let me ask you this, Mike. When you're looking at Garza and Santi, right? Let me see. Garza and Santi, right? As a big, obviously they're bigs. What are you looking for? What are they bringing that you're not getting from Double O? I wouldn't necessarily be looking for them to start. You know what I'm saying? To start over.
So you're looking at depth pieces. This is a depth piece.
It's just our depth bringing up the centers. We see how bad we be when we do go down with a big for a certain amount of time. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I feel like those guys would be straight. If you're looking at like again, I'm not talking about Luca Garza potentially being some starter or something for us, but again though, hey, I'll put them on the bench or whatever. It's a lot of players. I ain't listening to folks, man. Plenty of people call Dyson trash, man. Some guys just got to get some smashable playing time. One thing for sure when it comes to Minnesota has not lacked any bigs whatsoever. So you cannot fairly judge the man. He was barely in Detroit who drafted him. He wasn't even fully there full season. If he was there for full season, he was barely there. And then he goes to Minnesota. Minnesota has literally had Cat, Rudy, and Naz Reid. I'm pretty sure Double O would be in the same situation as Luca Garza. Not saying that they on the same level, but if Double O is in Minnesota, he wouldn't be playing much.
Or just like the same thing they say about Luca. It's the same thing like I be saying about who they love the most, Grimes. I be like, well, Grimes been on 5, he been on 4 teams. He couldn't even get no minutes on the worst team in basketball last year. Now all of a sudden he go to Philly, get an opportunity. And now everybody, we gotta get Grimes.
We have no big depths. You know what I'm saying? So you're talking about depth, how we play. Luca can, you know what I'm saying, spread the floor just as much, if not more than Double O. So it won't be a drop off there. He can catch it, you know what I'm saying? So he catch it, shoot it. He can also too kind of put it down. He got good touch around the basket in the paint. He'll body or whatever. And like I said, I don't think he's gonna cost that much. It'd be cheap. They sitting there doing nothing. Santi again, like I said, is intriguing at 7 feet, 4/5. So that's something that's
let me see what his money look like. Shout out Cujo. Said we need Eddie Tavar. Hey, no cap. Tavar's over there winning Euro leagues. Why you playing? He playing for Real Madrid over there winning. Cujo said we need a YN at center. Go get Stewart from Detroit. It's gonna cost you money, Cujo.
That's a move, and he's not worth that. Like I'm not trying to spend something. If I'm gonna spend and trade the core and stuff, like I need to know for sure. Like this person is like you were saying, like top 3 in the East. That's what we gonna be. All the above stuff like that. But nah, Stewart right now he gonna cost.
Yeah, it's gonna. That's what I'm trying to explain to y'all, man. If you're gonna run it back, with the core, with your core pieces. Remind you, over half y'all the same ones who beat every time. Y'all keep telling me this. We won 40 games with Jalen Johnson missing 50 games. If he would have played, we would have won 48, 49 games. If you believe that, why would you want to take away from those guys? You're adding people to complement. Okay? When I bring up better centers, y'all tell me no, double O the guy. So why would I go spend money on a player that might bump double O to the bench? Then why am I running it back? I might as well go and get a guy that's going to put me in position to win a lot of games. Walker Kessler going to cost you assets, Tank. And you got to deal with Danny Ainge. He going to cost you assets. What assets are you going to give up for Walker Kessler? 1. 2, what you doing with double O? If I'm a bench double O, I ain't benching him for no Walker Kessler, okay? I'd rather invest that in Nas Reed. If I'm going to do all that, give me somebody who's going to put some point. Give me a major upgrade if I'm going to replace him. But my whole point is this. I'm running it back with my core players. I'm looking for players that can complement them, right? Maybe one veteran. You know, you always got to have that locker room vet, one of those guys, okay? So F those picks, trade the 13th pick for Kessler. Why, when I can take the 13th and get a freaking big? Walker Kessler who is Walker Kessler?
He ain't somebody to be trading for, and then I'm not trading it for a backup either. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't say for sure. Like you said, he's starting over double O. I can't say he's starting over double O. Not for sure. I can't say that. I can't say
that's crazy. Sure. I can go draft. I can take that 13th pick. I don't know why all these draft boards got us taking a forward with that sack pick. We need to get the best 7-footer, 6'10" guy available. I
agree.
Who's good? He could be minor. What I don't want to say minor. He could be an offensive project. As long as he's an elite defender, obviously elite at the college, you know what I mean, good at the college level on the defensive side. Obviously, you got to learn the game up here. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, hold on. Let me drop this link for Matt real quick because I told you I'm going to be up here for long. I don't know why I say that. I don't even know why I even say that.
I would say, I know he on the contract though, but like, I don't know, maybe I don't know. I would try if I can move Terrence Mann and maybe like a pick, not necessarily this year first pick, but just something down the line or something for Benedict for Mathurin, for Ben Mathurin. I'll do it, but I don't know if India do it. I don't know if they want to pay him or not, but
I mean, you know what? I think, like I said, I think your biggest issue with well, I'm not saying you have to take a big. What I'm saying was if a big is really that much of an issue, instead of giving up assets to get Kessler, I'll just draft one. I mean, it's a no-brainer, dog. I'm not. Listen, I'm gonna say it one more time. If you're running it back, you're adding to complement. You're adding to complement. I'm not giving up assets if I'm running this. If I'm running my core dudes back for below average players.
But that's all I'm saying. Like, you gotta, like, whoever that's here, the Niang, the Terrence Mann, along with some picks that you might not want in the near future, you put that with them two niggas to go get Jabari or like Ben Mathurin or something like that. Some younger talent that's still somewhere that might can do something with a chance. I don't know. I'm thinking Ben Mathurin might be able to go up a notch if he goes somewhere and get a little bit more of a usage and like opportunity. I don't know. Just what I'm kind of thinking. But we'll have to trade for him. I ain't trying to, like you talking about, I ain't trying to move none of the core for him.
I'm not giving up a whole bunch of assets, bro. I'm not doing that. If I'm coming back with Trey, Dyson, Okonwu, Kobe, Jalen, who the other dude? If I'm coming back with all them, I'm not going to get nothing. I'm getting complimentary pieces to help my guys. And then maybe the following year, or maybe at the trade deadline, if something popping off, right? You popping off and we pushing 30 wins. We pushing 30, 35 wins you pushing 40 wins by the deadline, then you might do something. But I'm not all this, go get this. I'm not trading for shit for real. If it's gonna cost me one of my core players, I'm not doing it. If I'm gonna go out here and make deals, then I'm making deals to win shit. What's good, Matt?
I mean, I see Mike. Thank you for bringing up Ben Mathurin. That's a guy I've been talking about for a while now.
Who can't shoot, but we ain't gonna say nothing.
But one thing Quinn do, my bad, Matt. I say this about Quinn. Everybody so far under Quinn have gone up in their shooting, so I am kind of keeping that in mind.
I only said that because that's Matt's number one argument. But he can't shoot them on.
I mean, Mathurin or Naismith. I would like Aaron Naismith as well. If we could get Aaron Naismith. I was looking at him last year.
What is money looking like?
Pull them up,
11-12 million a year.
Well, he not gonna be no starter, right?
I mean, for me, he would be my starter.
No.
Or I'll have him come off the bench. See if I can flip man for him. See if I could give. See if I can give them maybe a pick. Maybe a pick Damon and Terrence Mann for Aaron.
Now, if I can get off the man money, if I can get off that.
And Nate Smith is $4 million cheaper than.
But I would. Okay, I would do something like that. But I'm not. Once again, if I'm running it back with the core guys,
I don't have a problem with that. If you get a better bench.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said I'm looking for pieces that's going to complement the team, the core.
Well, to me, Damon, I think shooting with the starting lineup, besides a combo and Zach, shooting is really sketchy. So because of that, the bench has to. And if people want to say rebounding, fine. But if I'm bringing back the starting five, to me, I'm looking for shooting. Basically, all 3-and-D players. Top to off. I mean, Kobe's good, but the other 4 players, all 3-and-D dudes. Nickeil Alexander-Walker. I'm looking for 3-and-D specialists for the other 4 positions. Luca Garza, Santi Aldama, 3-and-D guys for the rest of the group.
What about addressing this backup big position?
Shoot.
I mean, you got Santi Aldama. He's a 7-footer.
Yeah.
You got Luca Garza. He's 6'11", whatever he is.
Is Santi a backup?
Yeah, they 4 or 5, but he'll back up for Memphis. But he's 4/5.
I'm just trying to see.
But he's 7 feet. He shoot 36% from 3 on good attempts. So
is he gonna be available? What's it looking like?
He's a free agent.
He's a free agent.
He's a free agent. Hold on, let's pull up.
That's why I brought him up, Damon. Why I'm bringing him up.
I think he's a restricted free agent, though.
Yeah, I think he. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I think that's what I saw. It might have been restricted. I think he's restricted.
But Memphis don't got the money to pay him.
That's what I say. I'll go for it. I think somebody gonna try.
I'm not DeSanti because he's young, but I would rather the Hawks go out and pay a Bobby Portis for that.
I'm not paying a 35-year-old Bobby Portis.
Bro, Bobby Portis isn't 35.
I understand, Jay, but yeah, I'm just kind of
Portis, he's a veteran. He adds toughness, and he does the same thing. And he's a champion. He's actually won a title.
How old is he?
He's like 30, 31. He's not that old.
I hear you, Jay. I don't know, man. I'm still building, I guess, my I don't know, man. I don't know, Jay.
In terms of their game, they kind of do the same thing. I think Porter is a little bit better defensively, but again, he's a champion and he's tough. He comes into the game Like that crowd starts chanting Bobby. But like we've seen Bobby.
Is he not gonna be cost? But how much he gonna cost though? Is he not gonna be more than Santi?
Yeah, and we got to check the drugs too.
Because the thing was okay.
That as well, man.
We gotta check that drug use.
Okay.
Hold up. So Santi, 24, 25. He restricted. Memphis. I would think they probably gonna
figure something out.
He don't got no money.
I think him with Trey and Quinn,
you can make an offer.
Man, I don't know how you're saying Memphis doesn't have any money when they're well below the luxury tax. And
what he's saying is this. This how you get a guy like him. Okay, you just gotta value him more than Memphis. So he at $3 million? It depends. Memphis may think he worth a couple million, worth $4 million. You offer him $6 million. See if Memphis match it. Boom.
Rashad, that'll be a dream. Rashad, if everybody can shoot 40%, that'll be a dream. Rashad,
hold up, the homeboy. Salute, Cooch.
Cujo's hilarious. Hey man,
he said if Matt was an NBA player, we would be trading him for cash considerations.
Hey, you know what, Cujo? After I get traded, I'll call
you say Matt gonna get us
teach
a
you how to
trade
cook some meals, Cujo.
Yeah, for sure.
I teach you how to
Matt
cook some
gonna get us a
steaks,
trade
Cujo.
exception.
Yeah, Santi is cool. I just think, I think both of those dudes are about 15 mil a year on an extension. I'd rather pay Bobby Portis.
15.
Hold on, 15 mil a year. Nigga ain't going for no 3 to 15. I think he is not going from 3 mil from not even 3 mil. He's like 2.8.
Yeah, but these are this is rookie scale deal. Like this is.
I know, but he's not going from no 2.8 to no 15 per year.
I think you can do 10 million.
Guys do it all the time.
He's not doing that. Santi's not going from
10 million.
Did y'all see his numbers?
Yes, I see his numbers. He's not finna jump out to 15.
Okay, how much demand? Pull up how much demand.
If somebody does that, they can have him.
How much Portis made?
Yeah, look at Bobby Portis' contract. Because
what up, fellas? What up, fellas? What up? What up?
What's up, Chauncey?
Hey, what's happening, man? Just checking in. Ned, man, I got a show scheduled 6 o'clock, so I want to come on here and chop it up with y'all for a tick, man.
What show you got going on? What show you got going?
Oh, no, we're gonna talk.
Hold up, gang. Hey, what you got show going on tonight, Chauncey? What you got going
on?
We're
gonna do weekend. We're gonna do a weekend recap with Atlanta sports. I'm gonna go at the Atlanta Braves. So I got a certain group. I know I got a certain group of fans that's gonna probably attack me, but that's cool. I'm gonna go at the Atlanta Braves. We're gonna talk
OG Truth Hurts or
yeah. We're gonna be on Truth Sports and Entertainment. We're gonna talk a little Hawks. We're gonna talk a little Atlanta Dream starting up on Thursday. I ain't gonna do too much Falcons because we talk Falcons every fucking day. But I don't know much about the kid in Memphis. The thing about a guy like Bobby Portis, and he is only 30 years old. I don't know nothing about the drug use. I know he got a good right hand. Because I think he broke somebody's jaw. Broke somebody's jaw. But I like guys who shows up when it counts. And Milwaukee's championship run, he was key off the bench, and that's a guy who can also be a locker room leader. A good vet. I don't know how much he calls. I don't get into the money. I let the analytics Joes get into that. But he's a guy. He's a guy who could play the 4 or the 5. So it all depends on what direction we going in. Are we just trying to run it back with a healthy JJ and hopefully make a playoff run, or are we trying to swing for the fences? I just don't know. I ain't gonna know nothing till we actually hire a fucking president. That's why
we're not swinging for the fences. That's for today and what we talking about. We are running it back, not swinging it for the fences. What we have, don't even worry about the president drama and all that type stuff. We just talking about who you want to bring in.
Well, no, I get that. But see, here go the thing though, Mike, and I respect what you're saying. But
the president's gonna shape the direction.
Here's the thing though. If we got a president, because I don't know if y'all noticed it or not. The guy who replaced Landry Fields, and by the way, I hate to say I was right about Landry Fields, but I did say he was the next guy at the door. The guy who replaced Landry Fields, I don't know if y'all noticed, but they put the interim tag on him. and they put the interim tag on him for a reason. Unless they don't win and change it and say he is the
GM.
So Chauncey, Mark's starting to say that he is going to be the GM.
He is the general manager.
Okay, so they took
stupid.
So they took the interim tag. What I'm asking is,
yes,
they did.
Chauncey, at the end of the day, when the president come in, the president going to make moves. If he won't remove him and put him in a different executive position, the president going to do it.
Yeah, and see that's what I'm saying.
That's what it boils down to.
Yeah. The reason why the counter. Hold on, Matt. Before I forget my point, because I smoke drugs. Listen,
you smoke.
I go to the garage. Excuse me. I'm sorry, Damon, on your channel. But if the president come in on some bullshit, hey, ain't nobody safe. That's what I'm saying. So I got to be concerned with who the president is. The president come in on some. He come in on some bullshit. He may
want the direction of the team.
He may want his own.
But that's true.
But here's the thing.
Of today, and
what we doing today. This is what we doing today.
Yeah,
we're not talking about the president today. We already.
Okay, my bad. Okay,
we're talking about running it back.
Okay, my bad.
What are your opinions about running it back? What type of additions would you want to see the Hawks do running it back?
Okay.
That's what we discussed.
All right. Like I said earlier in the comments, if we run it back with what we had last year with a healthy JJ, right now the Hawks need to solidify their bench. They need to bring in decent role players who can contribute. Because I'm gonna tell you, your bench means a lot. The reason why your bench means a lot, you may have two of your starters just off that night. You know what I mean? Now somebody got to come in who could be that guy. The Hawks need to get them one person who can be that guy, that bucket go getter, that guy who don't give a fuck, that guy who can say, all right, Trey's off tonight, JJ's off tonight. Hey, I got y'all. Let's go. We need that type of guy. See, during the conference finals run, that guy was Lemon Pepper Lou. Like we could bring in Lemon Pepper Lou, and Lemon Pepper Lou would be like, all right, man, I got it. You off tonight. I got it. And Lou had the ability to go out there and drop you 25 to 30. You need that guy. You need that guy because ain't but one goal, and that's to win the fucking championship. I know we talking about. So I mean, I don't know what you mean, Mike, about we're not swinging for the fence, but I always have a swing for the fence mentality. You don't play just to go out there and say, okay, we're gonna make the playoffs, and then we're gonna be good with that because realistically speaking, we're not gonna be good with that, but. The Hawks need to get somebody to solidify the bench. You already got your starting five. We're not moving nobody out of starting five. You got Trey at the point. Y'all already know how I feel about that. But nevertheless, if we run it back, you got Trey at the point, Dyson at the 2, Zach at the 3, JJ at the 4, Onyeka at the 5. I'm kind of surprised that a lot of people want to move Onyeka because he one of very few guys that showed up in them two play-in games. And in fact, the one that we lost at home, he went 28-12. He had 28-12, like what 5, 6 assists, three steals, and 2 blocks with no turnovers. Okay, showing me that you can do it when it count. That goes a lot with me. That's when it count. And I ain't never been a big fan of JJ. I mean of 00 like that, but 00, he showed me he can do it when it counts. That means a lot.
So you got any players outside of Bobby Portis or whatever, like actual players?
What's up, Mike?
Nah, I was just asking if you had any actual players in mind outside of Bobby Portis. I mean, I'm
gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. And this how I see it. Okay. Mm-hmm. Once again, I'm looking for players to complement because I don't believe if you run it back, the Hawks they're gonna get nowhere close to that first apron. It's not gonna happen. They're not gonna try to push.
Now you're gonna spend the luxury tax.
They're not gonna get close to spending to that first apron, which you're probably gonna need if you want to take a significant jump in the talent, right? Guys, we probably looking at guys to add to this team that's gonna cost you less than $20 million per.
I I just disagree with the we have to go to the apron because there's like a $20-30 million difference between the salary cap floor and the luxury tax. And there's a lot of teams in the top of the conference on both sides is in the playoffs that aren't even at the luxury tax. Like the luxury tax line is the new hard cap for most teams. They don't even want to approach that, let alone go to the first apron, which is like another 20 million higher. And the difference just is the types of players, like, do you pick a Bobby Portis or a Santi Aldama? The Hawks have kind of three big needs. They need a guard, a backup point guard. It can't solely be Kobe Buffett.
You got to.
Can somebody describe to? Hey, can y'all do me a favor and describe to me the Santi Aldama's game? I don't know. I don't know nothing about it.
We pull him back up.
It's tough either.
So I mean, he's a good shooter. He's good around the basket. Front face game to the basket. He can shoot. You know.
He does a lot of. They do the lot. Him and Bobby Portis pretty much have about the exact same game.
If he got a Bobby Portis type game, I like him.
And he's 6 years younger, and he's taller. So therefore, I lean Santi.
And he's going to cost you less. He could probably going to cost
you.
So
therefore, I lean Santi. I get the experience stuff, but for me, I lean that
around the mid level.
He's Memphis. Memphis isn't going to let him go. I don't see
Memphis. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like they're both of their.
But they got the bid. But at the same time, though, I understand that though. But like Damon said, we don't know what they want to pay him. He's going to have to make a jump in his contract. Do they want to go from 2.8 to 15?
Right, but I'm just saying,
they want
I'm
to do
giving
that?
one dude $13 to $15 million, $13 to $16 million, I'd rather give it to the guy. If the goal is to try to win and get like a locker room,
but that's the thing, though, Jay. But Jay, again, though, in my opinion, listen to me, we still got time for that, y'all. I'm sorry. I mean, y'all who know me and Chauncey saying that, maybe he missed me saying this before this season. My thing of us expecting us to make the finals in X, Y, that's 2027. So this next season or whatever, I'm still not expecting no finals and beyond type of or Eastern Conference final. I do expect us to get to the playoffs, and I want to see them get out the first round. Second round.
Now you being realistic. That's cool.
But Mike,
I'm saying
you being realistic. That's cool.
What I still want to kind of do is add to my young core if possible. And Santi is the type of player that I can add to that. So when they do pop off, that he can still be along with that ride for multiple years to come. If possible.
I got you.
Mike,
I got you.
Mike, it's how you approach. This is why not to hop on the president basketball thing. One, my hot take on that is I highly doubt that they hire someone. They haven't hired anybody in that role in about 4 seasons now since Swank left. It's more likely to not hire someone at all than bringing a new guy that's not with the team. But at the end of the day, it depends because that problem can also be solved by, okay, we have 13 and 21, 22 in the draft. I might want to take a guy at 13. I'm just throwing a name out there. Let's say I want to take an Ace Newell at 13. Well, I don't really want a young guy in Santi Aldama. Then I have to figure out which guy do I keep. I can give Bobby Portis a 2+1 deal, maybe a 3-year deal, and align his deal with whoever else I'm bringing in. So I did add to my young core, and I also addressed a veteran in the locker room and my depth. I added and addressed both. So it's not an either or kind of thing. Both of these two dudes are similar players to me. I'm just saying, if you're asking me, I'd rather knowing the only vet that I know has a contract for next year that we relied on was Georgios Niang. And I know that toughness was a big problem with this team last year. I'm just looking to add the guy that has the reputation for being tough that can do the same thing. I'd rather just pay a short-term dude and draft the guy.
I think a lot of the toughness of our team, quote unquote, like really started to look like we lacked it once we actually got hurt. And we then basically went completely to small. Because start this season out, the way the roster was constructed, starting the season out, was not as small and disadvantaged in size as basically we ended up being.
No,
remember,
I agree with you.
So that's what I'm saying. So I understand. Yes, we do need guys. I feel you that will stand up. I do agree with that. But at the same time, I just feel like the team lacked so much more toughness because again, you playing Terrence Mann at like the 3 and stuff like that, and he's really a point guard height or whatever. Then you got Niang, who's really short. He fat, but he's short. You putting him at the 4. You no longer have Clint. You got Double O backing him up with, this and that. I love Moji, but he's a thinner player. So, but at the beginning of the season, with Dre, with Clint, even with Bogan, everybody fully there, Dyson is that. we were a bigger constructed team that was able to, be a little tough. So I hear you, Jay, but I don't know. I'm just intrigued by something.
I'm gonna now.
The thing about it when it comes to toughness,
I got to get in here now.
The thing about it when it comes to toughness, let me finish before you get started. The thing about it when it comes to toughness don't necessarily mean size. Toughness is a mentality.
It's a mentality. Exactly.
Now.
And it came from the Larry Nance's of the world.
But you still need size.
All right, let's get off the toughness crap, man. What players are we gonna get that is cheap? That fit what we trying to do. That's gonna complement the players.
But hey! Now this is where I got to get in here. See that one gorilla versus 100-man challenge. We doing it right now, and the gorilla is winning. And the reason why the gorilla is winning is that you trying to dance around it. I know that you guys do not want to discuss the president. However, whatever it,
John, we don't have one.
Hold on, Damon. Hold on. And first off, hey, Damon, where are you? Where are you, Damon?
Hey, hold on, John. DT. Hey, keep doing what you're doing, man. We talk hawk. Hey, y'all hot, y'all doing y'all thing. I had to come in here, chop it up with you for a ticket. Little brother Mike, Matt, and the crew. Hey, I'm gonna holler at y'all, man.
Make sure you leave your channel in the comment. OG Chauncey doing the show, man, talking all Atlanta sports. Truth Hurts Entertainment. Is that the name of the channel? Truth Hurts Entertainment?
Formerly, the artist formerly known as Truth TV is Truth Sports and Entertainment. I'll drop it in the chat. Hey, I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Y'all keep doing y'all thing, bro. I'm out.
All right.
Listen, we trying to stay on top. We trying to stay on top. We don't have a president.
No. Where are you, Damon? Where are you?
He in the studio at home.
No. Where is your studio? Because I'm coming that way next week. I'm coming to Texas. Matter of fact, tomorrow.
What part?
Houston.
Oh, I'm 3 hours.
He in Dallas. I'm in Houston though.
No, I'm not in Dallas right now.
Who in Houston?
I'm back in Central Texas right now.
Jay, you in Houston?
I'll be in Dallas next weekend.
Hey, Jay. Okay, Dallas 3 hours. That don't mean nothing. I got gas. But I'm gonna be down.
3 hours from Houston. Next weekend I'll be in Dallas. Back in Dallas again next weekend. I go back and forth. But I'm in Central Texas right now, right by Fort Hood.
Fort Hood, okay. I give you a hug.
All right, like I said, I'm gonna be down that way. We are once again, guys, running it back. You are looking for players that's gonna complement your core players. Okay. Obviously, they are not trying. They're not trying to go to another level this year, guys.
Damon, I would say that.
See, I don't know, Damon. I don't know.
Another player that might be available is Christian Braun from Denver.
Man, Christian Braun not leaving Denver, bro.
Well, they're in the apron. They're in the first apron. They're close to the second apron. They're not. I don't think they're going to go into the tax.
He's young, bro. He young, man.
If this reporting from the New York Times is true, then Calvin Booth is the leading candidate right now. So I mean, he comes from Denver. So
how much he gonna cost, man?
Yeah, you don't think he gonna want to go somewhere he can start though? Like if he's a free agent,
exactly.
Did you not watch the game last night, Matt? You need to be.
Did you not watch the Denver game last night?
Yeah, you missing what we trying to do.
Off the bench.
What about
I think you want to leave Denver, a winning organization, to come to the Hawks to come off the bench unless you're giving him tons of money. That makes no sense. Nobody's going to do that.
I would pay him.
On to the next, Matt. On to the next, Matt.
No,
don't defend that, man. That's not happening, Matt. That's not happening.
The same money you said you was gonna give Levert, I would give to him.
We don't got 3 first-round draft picks, man.
So who's your 6th man off the bench, Matt? Who's gonna be your guy off the bench to get a bucket?
Kobe. Who else you got, Matt? Don't even worry with that. Hey, Jamal, don't even worry with that, man. Go on, Matt. Give us somebody else. That ain't happening. Come on, man. Let's move on.
I mean, he's a possibility. Malik Beasley is another possibility.
I think that's too
I
high
can see that because Beasley come off the bench now, don't he?
Yeah.
For Detroit,
so.
that's one with Detroit, right?
Yeah,
he is. But that'd be good.
I don't know why he want to leave in Detroit. Why would he want to leave
Detroit? He's from Georgia. Because he's from Georgia.
He live in Alpharetta in the off season. He from here. You know,
I want to say from Metro Atlanta. So it is possible.
Okay. But yeah, Christian Braun not coming here, bro.
What about Trey Jones, backup point guard from Chicago?
I'm not.
What are you looking like? What are you looking like? What money looking like over here? Free agent? What are you looking like, Darian?
He's
not opposed to either one.
Where would he play though?
Right?
But I mean, here's my thing. You got Trey. I'm just gonna tell you what Quinn did. You got Trey at point. He ran Dyson at point. You got Kobe Buffkin coming back, who they trying to run at point. You still got Keaton Wallace on that 2-way contract. So what's going to be, what you going to do with the Kobe Buffkin? What you going to do with Keaton Wallace if you bring that guy in, Darian?
I don't think you got Keaton on the 2-way. We don't know. Kobe hasn't stayed healthy yet. You have to have another backup point guard.
I mean, that's facts.
They like you really this year. I don't really think they have a choice.
That's how we feel.
Hey, real quick, call me crazy, man.
Crazy.
Hey, no. I'm about to say, hey, I know that boy caught a whole lot of flack this last series, but I know he's gonna be available. Jackson Hayes, he athletic, he can back up on Congress. I'm good. Man, listen, you talking about you good? You watch that man play, he athletic, come off the bench. Look, I'm just saying, come on.
We drafted Hayes.
Hey, I'm just saying that come off the bench to back Okongwu if you still got him as your starter.
But that's not a good look. It's not a good look that the Lakers couldn't use him.
No, the Lakers are stupid though. The Lakers couldn't use. Bro,
that was bad coaching. That was bad coaching. You put that man on the floor regardless.
If you look at
that man on the floor regardless.
He was on the floor before that series, but he's not physically. He's not physically big, bro.
You put him out there for 6'5".
Why he wasn't put out there?
What I'm saying is
JJ Redick.
That's bullshit.
What I'm saying is, listen, what I'm saying is, hold on, John, let me get in. What I'm saying is, as a backup.
Why we let him go?
Backup, 15 to 20 minutes.
JJ Redick is the reason that man didn't
We drafted him and let him go. Let's go back to that.
We drafted him. We didn't let him go, bro. We drafted and traded, bro. What I'm saying is, he can play 15 to 20 minutes off the bench.
Still ain't here.
He can play 15 to 20 minutes off the bench. He's athletic and he's young. What I'm saying is, I can get my point across. Let
Dane finish.
What I'm saying is, he'll be the only lob threat on the team, which Trey Young needs a lob threat. Man, I done seen Dwayne Dedman, Alex Lynn, who the Lakers got and couldn't play, that he made look good. And you trying to tell me he can make this 25-year-old young boy who's springy, athletic, 15 to 20 minutes a game?
I'm gonna tell you why he ain't gonna work.
Come on, Solutions. Can I finish? Can I finish? Solutions. Can I finish? Can I finish?
He can't shoot the three.
Can I finish, please? What I'm saying is, he also can put the ball on the floor a little bit and can get by certain centers and drive to the rim and attack the paint.
I'm not impressed.
And what also another thing is what I'm saying, DeMar, listen, bro, he gonna be cheap as hell.
Hey, if
he's a 7-footer.
You want to hear my wild pick? If you want to hear my X factor, if I had to have an X factor, then I go to you, Kool-Aid. If I had an X factor, y'all ain't gonna believe this, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. I go. You
gonna say Bobo? Yeah, I thought I said that too.
Yeah, Bobo.
I'll go get Bobo, bro.
I like Bobo.
No. Solutions, you can't like Bobo because they ain't play Bobo, and why they ain't play him?
I'm gonna say that.
You gotta look at it. Let me make a quick point.
Let me say this real quick. Now, Bobo, listen, when given the opportunity,
no, he's good. I like Bobo.
For some reason, I forgot why
money.
You know why he got benched, right? You know why he got benched why Bud benched him? Because they got in a scuffle. The Suns got in a scuffle, And instead of Bobo running over there to get in a scuffle, he just stood over
He
there
stayed out of it.
layups. He like that ain't got nothing to do with me. So Coach Bud got mad and didn't play him for the rest of the season. But if you go back and look at Bobo highlights with the Suns this year and look at his highlights with the Magic when they gave him a lot of burn last year,
he was hooping.
The talent is there, bro. It's there. Now, obviously, that's something cheap. You could use him as a backup, but I mean, that's just my X factor. What's up, Kool-Aid?
What's up, man? You see,
hey, they need to be in the NBA, Kool-Aid. They need to be in the NBA currently, all right? Okay.
Hey, look, man.
Oh, no,
don't limit it to that. What I gotta do,
no,
man.
bro.
I know you don't like. I know you don't. Let me just
Hey, Mike, give me a high school in Georgia, in Atlanta. Mike, give me a high school. Give me a high school.
You got high schooler though, for real.
Douglas high, yeah. Kool-Aid be like, man, I got this young boy. I got it, Douglas.
I be trying to bring Big Frank the Tank back, bro.
Hey,
Big Frank the Tank.
That's what we left with,
Mike.
That's what we left with. That's what we left with. Y'all don't want to spend no money. That's what we left with.
Let me get to my real point.
Boy.
Who you got, Kool-Aid?
Go ahead,
Hey,
Kool-Aid.
hey, look, since we gonna stay packed, man, you know what I'm finna say. You got to run it back with my G leaguers, man. You know, and remove Ning Yang, Levert, and cause they already showcased themselves, and T-Man with some fresh new vets. That's what I would do. I mean, I like Matt, guy. If your boy come available over there in Houston, what you talking about, Matt, the homeboy from Georgia, from Atlanta, go get him to replace one of those three guys, to replace Ning Yang or T-Man or whatever. We know we need last year. Really, we only needed a center to replace Clint Capella when Clint Capella went down. So we need a center, and we know we needed a real point guard, backup point guard. That is a real backup point guard, and he needs to be a veteran backup point guard, especially if Kobe not going to be available to be that point guard that we've been trying to get him to be. So we got to go get that backup point guard. I might be saying Markelle Fultz because I feel like he was real cheap, and the only reason I keep picking him was that him and Trey Young have some rapport together because they played together in the FIBA League, and Markelle's the #1 draft pick. That's the only reason I pick him because. No, I know you saying shaking your hand down, but I'm just saying because he's cheap. Other than that, if you want, that's the only reason I stay him because he's cheap and it's gonna be.
You want to go out there? You want to go out there a scoring guard?
Oh, he'll score guard. If you go look at him before they moved off of him in Orlando when they made that run to get into the playoff, go watch Markelle Fultz before they moved off of him. But as for replacing the center, I would say. And this is what I would do, okay? I would go, if we're going to stay packed, I'll replace Clint Capella with Bobo, okay? That's who I replace Clint Capella with. And I'll go find a real good backup point guard. If we're not going to make Wallace, if Kobe can't be that backup point guard, we got to go get that veteran backup point guard. That's my take on it. If we're going to stay packed, with my argument throughout the whole year, if you go look at the time before we started playing Ning Yang and before that change, before Clint Capella went down, we was on a winning spree. Larry Nance was part of that winning spree that we was on. And so we're going to run it back. We need to stay back right in that area. We need to look at bringing Toppin, bringing him up to the bench, getting Toppin some time. Because I think they're going to like Toppin, just from my point of view with the front office. I think they like Toppin. They went and got Toppin for a reason. And I think they're going to give Plow. I think they probably give Plow. I think when they said they're going to run the young boys, I really think that's what I would do. If you're going to stay packed, come back, run on young boys, get rid of Ning Yang, replace them guys with some more vets so you have a good, decent veteran bench. Because that bench right there just showed me it wasn't no good.
He ain't going nowhere, man.
Y'all want to get Jordan Clarkson? Y'all want to get Jordan Clarkson?
I'm fine if he got to stay, but I'm just saying, if it were me, I would replace them three guys.
He a free agent?
Who, Jordan Clarkson? I don't know. I was just saying. I mean, I know he's trying to get up out of Utah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Y'all
Utah.
tell me what three vets.
Lost on a guard,
Y'all tell me what three vets.
He's a guard. He's a scoring guard.
Hold on. I'll tell you right now. Hold up. Give me a second. I'll tell you right now. Be a free agent. Hold up. Boom.
No, I know he's a scoring guard.
I'll throw another name out there. What about Delano Banton from Portland?
I like him.
I like him, but hey, you know who I really wish we would have ended up getting a couple years ago? When we was rumored to get Denny. Why wish we would have got one of them got Denny?
So we only got 2 spots to replace.
We get a minute. Say we gotta talk about this clip when we get a minute, man.
So your boy from Houston.
Hey, hold on. Cause I'm about to get off, man. But so I gotta listen. Salute to my guy Trey Young. He posted clip. I see my guy hitting the bench one time. Got the feet on the bench. Salute Trey. What he hit? He pushed it 11 times. Was that 11 reps?
What at 135?
What?
It was 135.
Say what?
135.
Like, shouldn't he be? I don't know. It should be.
God, but listen, Mike. Listen.
Or was it 115?
Better late than never.
That man, like
better late than never.
He gonna come back. He gonna come back.
My youngest son just did. I had him on the incline. He just did what? 45 plus. 45, 35.
He gonna come back Brunson size.
He's 13. He just did one. He did one. He did like 95 on the incline. He like 13. So
you heard me, Demond. Hey, Demond, you heard me. Trey gonna come back next. You looking like Brunson.
Hey, listen. No cap, though, John. That's dead. Hey, you dead serious though. Listen, if he stick with it, Trey, holla at me.
Hey, but not
hey, Matt, that's where your 15 pounds coming from, Matt. Did you say he had gained about 3 years ago?
Matt probably can do about 135, probably about 2 times.
Man, what? Stop playing.
Are you serious?
I can do 150 about
that's not what
10,
you asked for.
About 10,
the old school is not that. Look at the old school.
We damn what they're talking about the old school.
He talking. So
but hey, Demond, if this report is true,
he been watching the playoffs though.
Hey, damn, you better get on that old school. Damn, you over there talking basketball. You better go fix that old school.
Oh nah, hey, y'all everybody get cussed out getting the wrong food.
Cause now you see how big Mike Bibby got after he stopped playing.
Well, that's because because basketball, you gotta remember, basketball is cardio. So that's why
Oh, you're burning right off. You're burning right off.
That's why it's hard to add size during the season. You gotta put it all on during, and then during the season,
that all season.
You just do maintenance during the season. And the offseason, that's where you take in all those calories, put on the size lift, and then every other day you go back into the gym just to maintain.
And every other Hawk that's on this roster need to follow Trey Young's example. Get in the weight room.
This is what Nee ain't need to do. Run. That's what he needs to do.
Nee ain't needs to burn some pounds, but Ricochet. Boy,
hey, while y'all talking,
he was doing that during the season.
But you also got to remember, though, John. You also got to remember, guys like those taller guys like Ricochet, they don't really need a lot of weight because when you put on that muscle, it takes away some of my mind went blank. What's it called when you can move? Your agility. It takes away agility.
Hey, all I know is going into hold on, John.
He ain't going into Garrison Matthews. Do just like Fred Flintstone did when he was messing up in his bowling game. Go to a ballerina.
So that's what happened to me. When I
go to a ballerina.
When I went from 140 to 200 pounds, I lost a lot of agility. I was stiff. I couldn't do shit for real. It was good, see Wonder. Hey, I'm finna roll though. You got it, Mike? I'm finna roll, man.
Yeah, I hold it down for a minute. I ain't gonna be up for too much longer myself. Yeah. I hold it down for a minute. I'll close it out for you.
All right, then bet that, man. Shout out to everybody who tapped in, man. Your boy, I'm out. I'll catch y'all on Twitter.
All right, bro.
All right, Demond.
See you, Demond.
All right, Demond.
All right, gentlemen, how y'all doing? I hope y'all had a blessed Sunday. I literally just came home from church, so I saw like, yeah, you guys are on. Like, okay, cool. I think I saw that tape from Trey in the gym. I'm like, it's about time. It's like, bro, I
don't he work out every summer?
I know, but no, Matt. He needs
not
to
lifting.
put on, Matt. He needs to put on at least 10 to 15 pounds of muscle.
He
Me and John
did
been saying that. I agree with John completely. Like the reason why he gets beat around and he can't play as good defense as he could is because he's so weak. If he gets stronger, I guarantee you, defensively he's going to play better, and offensively he's going to be able to do a whole lot more, especially off the dribble and off of the attack. Because most of the time,
6'1".
He
ain't guarding much of nothing.
Brunson is 6'1" too.
He can't guard none either.
Yeah, well, and Chris Paul, wait a minute. Chris Paul was 6 foot, and when he started putting muscle on, he started guarding better. Dang.
But see, they don't move Brunson like that game they just played. They can't move him. The man like a fire plug. Okay, he's not getting knocked all around like Trey Young does. See, that's what I'm talking about. I want him to be able to withstand the blow and to dish some out. But Trey Young can't dish nothing out. Trey Young.
How much was this?
Trey is all about 160, 170 something.
160.
Are you saying it ain't a good idea for him to lift weights, Matt? Are you?
No, I'm just trying to figure out how much it was.
Huh?
I'm just trying to figure out how much he was bench pressing.
I think was he bench pressing?
It looked like 150, 2 plates of 75. So I mean, okay, that's good. You know, something.
This guy, you got to start somewhere.
And what the bar is? What the bar is 10.
Hey, I'm about to say,
you
can
bench press your weight.
160,
that's
bro.
not bad.
I don't get how big y'all want him to be a bodybuilder out here trying to get
He need to be at least 180. He need to be at least 180.
Yeah.
He need to be at least 180.
So I think to me, it's like even what you say, look at Michael Jordan. When he took all that abuse from the bad boys, what he said, I got to go to the gym and build up strength.
But y'all got to also remember, though, Trey Young's game is dependent on the speed. So if he gained too much weight, it'll limit his speed.
And he ain't no injury-prone player. He's very durable.
He's not going. Let me tell you something from a little athletic guy. You lift weights to get strong, and your strength is what make you. You don't lift weights to get bigger. You lift weights to get strong, and the stronger you get, the better you're gonna be able to handle a lot of different things and push off and stuff. You'll feel the difference if you're stronger. Believe me.
You live to get bigger too.
I mean, you can get bigger, but let me tell you something, John. It's some people body weights like a guy like me. I wasn't gonna gain weight. I just wasn't gain weight. So that was the way I was just structured.
You know why?
I wasn't gaining weight. So
you know why? You know why? Because you weren't you playing ball when you were lifting?
Well, I wasn't going to gain weight. I just can tell you that now. I had been trying to gain
weight. Wait a minute. Were you playing ball while you were lifting?
I'm playing ball all my life.
See, that's the problem. See, you will burn that muscle off. If say for instance you lift and you go out and play ball, you'll burn that muscle off because your body will burn muscle first before it will burn fat.
Let me tell you, John.
Because see that's what it was with me. That's what it was with me. I was strong as all get out, you know. But the thing was, like I said, I get up to 165, 170 pounds, strong as hell, but couldn't hold nothing down there. Cause the old men with them big bellies and them dad bars as they call them now, they moved me all out the way. I'm fighting and struggling, trying to stay in one spot because I was burning it up. Food didn't even last in me. By the time I ate it, it was gone. Because the thermogenics was going up, man. Look at here. Food. It was just like just like I had a doggone exhaust pipe out my rear end. Because it was gone.
Yeah, but I mean, like strength always can help you out, depending on, especially in the arms, man.
It'll just open up his game.
Open up his game, because when you see
like real quick, cool lad, man. You just look at Brunson and that last 2 minutes of that game. He made that layup underneath the rim and going up against Ben Thompson. I mean, like, bro, like, it will just improve when he won't have to rely on the pick and roll so much. He can bang a little bit one-on-one with with whoever is defending him. You know, you can't be letting like Davion Mitchell and people like that punk you out, bro. So it's like you know that physicality, it will not even help his game, but it'll help his confidence. He won't have to like that step over shot he made against Beasley. Like he worked hard for that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like people get real physical with Trey. That's why he don't get a lot of calls. So I think it'll help us. He won't have to do so many logo threes and all that stuff, man. It just open up his game a lot more.
Well, those logo
the logo
his
three is part of
3-point
his
shot.
DNA, man. Let me tell you something. The logo 3 is part of his DNA. So
yeah, no, he ain't gonna stop that. But will make him lifting weights
from high school, from the day that man touched the court. He been logo.
That is true. He said it right from high school. He said because he was so small, he had to do that 3 shot to, you know.
Exactly.
And you know what?
The thing is, it wasn't like he didn't have an inside game either. He was good on making layups and stuff. Like, let me tell you, because you got to understand, Trey don't get calls because Trey game was to draw fouls. And they changed the rules on Trey calling, on getting them foul calls. So that means even at his small size, he played bang bang and body type basketball. Even when he before he lifting weights now, that's what he do. He learned how to play as a ping pong ball. I mean, they changed the rule on him throwing fouls. So I mean, as for right now, as for referees making the decision to call a foul or not on Trey, they have to distinguish on whether he baiting or whether he not baiting. Was a foul where he baited the foul or not? And so a lot of times he don't get those calls because sometimes referee might say, okay, I'm not gonna give you that one, but I'm gonna give you this one. I'm not gonna give you that one. But anybody else in the league now, they get those calls because the rule wasn't changed because they bait calls. The rule was changed because Trey Young baited. I mean, he did it so well that he pissed off coaches.
Well, Kool-Aid, I get that, but even then, I would say this, and Mike will probably agree with me. I think a lot of it too is also he over embellishes a lot of things and he complains a lot. And I get why he complains, but I'm like Mike in this sense, like if you already know the refs don't like you, it's best just to move on and just keep going. That's the thing. I agree with Mike on that. I love Trey, but that's one thing I would tell him, like, bro, play on. You already know.
Hey, now, see, Wonder. I want you to think about something. When Trey Young gets fouled, is it a ticky-tack or does he get rocked?
They straight maul him, but even then, you still
okay. Now, I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing with your take just then, but I just wanted to, make the distinction. See, when they fouled Trey Young teeth clicked together. True. You ever been hit like that? No. Just hit on the shoulder and your neck snapped so much that your teeth clicked together. You got rocked. And Trey Young at 6'1", 160. When they hit him, he's hit. Okay? It's not a thing where it's a ticky-tack foul or a touch foul or something of that nature. And I mean, every time they foul Trey Young, they rock him because he's so small. Okay? That's the reason why I wanted him to put on some weight and some pounds so his body can absorb that. Yeah, because Trey Young, with all of the responsibilities that Trey Young has right now, point guard, highest scorer, playmaker, person relied upon to end games, person relied upon for the game to be won. This man is doing one hell of a job at 6'1", 160. Okay?
There's no doubt about that. Yeah.
Now, when he dribbles to the basket, when he dribbles around contact, when they constantly bumping him, when they constantly holding him, and when he goes up for the shot, they swat at him and they knock him and he goes sprawling to the floor. This man is taking more abuse than anybody else on the Hawks team. He's taking more physical abuse than anybody else on the Hawks team, and it's because of his size. Hell, when Trey Young shoots sometimes, do you notice how much effort that he puts in just to get the ball? I mean, from regular 3-point. Now, I ain't talking about the logo threes. I'm talking from the 3-point line. Trey Young throws his entire body into the shot. which throws the shot off because he's so weak from the shoulders. You know, after dribbling, you know, after him running on the court now, and I'm thinking too, that's why he takes plays off. He tired.
No, I agree.
He is tired.
I agree with you on that. Like that's why I was saying.
Hey, C1, let me point this out too, C1. Let me point this out. Did you not know that Anthony Edwards was one tech away from being suspended? When y'all talking about y'all say Trey Young shouldn't be fussing at the referee, but your boy Anthony Edwards.
No, I know
he was one tech away from being suspended before going into the playoff, and then they receded that tech. So when we talking about other Trey Young doing what he do, he just one of those players, just no different than Anthony Edwards. He no different than Tatum. He no different than your boy Luca. All them guys give the referee hell. There's a lot of them give referee hell all the time. Draymond Green, all them guys. Brooks, all them guys over there. It's just like what the problem is just like what Damon said. We don't have a coach to absorb some of those calls. You see what I'm saying? And that's a problem when we get bad calls. We got to have a coach that's gonna absorb some of those bad calls, because let me tell you something. If you now, all my life being an Atlanta sports guy, it don't matter what football, baseball, or basketball. The referee gonna give us some bull crap every single time. I ain't never seen we the only team in sports history, man, that gets so much bull crap off of sports from the referees, umpires, all of that.
Sometimes it's football, not basketball, or baseball.
Atlanta itself.
Kool-Aid, let me tell you something. When we had, I'll never forget this, that infamous infield fly rule. When we were field,
I remember that.
Never forget that. That thing was in the middle of the center field, and they called it infield, and it was going to be bases loaded, I think, with us a chance to take the lead, and they took that. That completely killed the whole series. So I agree with you. But even
and
then,
what did the fans do, C1? What did the fans do? See,
I
respect that.
I gotta get up out of here myself, man. So, hey guys, we gonna swing it back to the main thing or whatever. I'll let everybody get their final thoughts, because I gotta get up out of here myself.
All right.
Okay, how we going?
You go, Matt, and me.
I'm about to say whoever wanted.
Like I said, there's several players that we could get that's free agents or restricted free agents that I think would need little capital from another team to be able to get. Like I said, if the Mark Stein in New York Times reporting is correct, and Calvin Booth is leading candidate for the presidency, I like that, because I always said Denver is our blueprint to win a championship. That's new
blueprint, man. We had about 5 of them.
Well, I mean, in the sense of you got to have an elite offense and a mid to a little bit better mid defense to win. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
That with Trey, if Trey is our best player, it's going to take an elite offense and a little bit better than mid defense. That's what it's going to take. I know y'all want a top 3 defense. I get all that, but with Trey, it's unlikely to occur. So just the path of least resistance, which is an elite offense, above average defense. And I think that, and the fact that he took a team that won 50 games 3 years in a row and hit a second round exit every year, he made some adjustments. He traded 2 starters out of that group and a 6-man, brought back KCP, Bruce Brown, and drafted Braun to be their 6-man. And that won him a championship. So I like the fact that two reasons. He come from a blueprint, and he was willing to adjust a 50-win team that couldn't get over the hump.
For sure.
John?
Yeah, let's say whoever want to go next.
Oh, well, I guess
we'll
go.
John, just go on and keep going around. You go next, John.
Okay. I could see Mike doggone. I can see Mike doggone just breaking down when you said something about an elite offense. I see me, him, and who is that?
He still said above average defense. So I mean, defense still good.
No, he didn't. He said mid. Matt
above
said
mid, above mid, a bit, a little,
You know
slightly above mid.
a little bit
So now
above
you
mid,
saying
a little bit above
slightly,
mid.
but okay.
Slightly above mid.
All right,
I thought you missed it, Mike. I thought you missed it. But at any rate,
I was trying to let him talk anyway. Be respectful. So
yeah, I can see you just. At any rate, see, I'm sorry I couldn't participate in the main conversation today because I'm still I couldn't participate in it.
It's gonna be booth, John. He just told you, man. So just go with that.
Yeah. So okay, but do I know what this man is going to do? Because see, I'm looking at Denver, and man,
What's that?
What they have to put on the floor out there at all 5 positions. I mean, they've got both above average defense, but they've got scoring and they've got size and they got people that can shoot from all over the court. That's what I want for my team. So
2 MVPs now too.
Yeah, and 2 MVP. Well, yeah, 2 MVPs, two MVP caliber people. Hey, load your team up. Load your team up. That's what I want. And that's why I was saying about the 800-pound gorilla in the room that everybody's trying to run around. See, hey, that president is going to call cadence on what it is that we need to have here. And might not be Quinn, might not be the people that we have here. Some people may stay, some people may go. Because I mean, this man is going. I'm hoping that these folk let him do his job and let him get the people that are needed here, coaching wise as well as player wise, to get us, down the road toward the championship. Because hey, we got a 5-year odyssey. That's what I'm looking at. Might not be that long, but we got a 5-year odyssey ahead of us, and I hope that 2 or 3 people will buy some season tickets and go down there and just help keep it afloat till I can get down there. Because right now, Kool-Aid, I can't come with you, Kool-Aid. I can't go down there, man. I can't go yet. That's enough. That's all I got.
All right, I'll go because I have to get off myself. It's a shame too. I'm like John. I wish I could have came in here earlier for the earlier conversation, but I mean, Kevin Booth. I think I understand why Tony likes him because he's an owner that likes to get a team on a budget because he just played all the young dudes. Like that's what Kevin Booth did. That's the reason why him and Malone got into it a lot because he was like he wanted to play like the cheap young dudes, and Malone wanted to spend money to get the veterans, and that's why they clashed and why both of them left. So I know Matt likes him, but. And I'm glad he got a championship, but after that, bro, it's like trying to build a championship on a budget, and we already went through that crap. So it's just like, heck, like I said, I'd rather have Danny Ferry in here. I don't care about all the past stuff. To me, that's just noise and crap. But to me, just rebuild the bench, bro. Keep your core 5, and then wait for the right moment to get a good star player that fits our time frame. But just rebuild the bench. Get yourself a better front court. Get yourself some wings and get yourself a good backup point guard. Because
where you go on?
He must have kicked.
He was talking. He was about to talk nasty on Kobe Buffkin, so the internet gods kicked him off.
Oh no, he might pop back up.
Hey, you want to go first, Solution, or you want me to go, man? You want to be?
I'll go real quick. I know we all trying to have like some euphemism here and optimism, but again, here it is again. We're going into another offseason. We don't have a basketball of president operations or whatever you want to call it. We haven't given Trey anything. We haven't given Quinn anything. The fan base, we all speculative. We don't even know who wants to come here. I mean, the mall's breaking down how much money we possibly could have. We don't even know how much money we can spend. We don't even know how much money it wrestlers want to spend. It's just very disappointing. We got bounced out by a 10th seed as an 8th seed, and now wrestlers he's trying to run around, try to fix all these mistakes, But once again, The topic was if we run it back. And if we run it back, what we're saying, we run another undersized team out there. We run another inefficient defensive team. So we really need to get defensive players. You know, you need and to the guy that was talking about the young dude out of LA that we drafted, he's very young and athletic, but he's not a Quinn guy. Like Quinn, every big that Quinn guy, he wants him to shoot the three. And Jackson Hayes can't shoot the 3-pointer. So he's not gonna work in Quinn's system. You know, and that's the thing. When you don't have defense, you don't have to keep running offense out there. And that's what JJ Redick had to make a decision. He was like, well, this guy, he's not bringing the offensive in here, but at least I can put Finney Smith out there. He can be some kind of a defense. You know what I'm saying? He can knock down a three. So, I mean, the league is all about making 3-pointers. We hate to watch it, but that's what it is. It's about guys coming down, making one pass. If they can't get past the defender, they're going to look to kick it out until somebody can shoot a 3-pointer. So, I like Yabusele. He didn't play good against us, but he's big. He's physical. When Embiid went down, he filled in the role pretty admirably. He had some good double-double games. You got to look at players that are on disgruntled teams. I do like the Cornet guy from Boston. You know, you got to go at people who have salary issues, who got a dump salary, or people on teams that that are disgruntled. You know what I'm saying? So I like Achua. I mean, if Mitchell Robinson comes back, it's not going to be much playing time for him. He's played alongside a lot of good all-stars. He's a good defender. He's physical. He can get you 10 boards and get you 10 points if you give him that role. But we need to start talking about people who can give us size and defense. You know, and that's what they're gonna have to really like. They're gonna have to invest in that. You know, they're gonna have to invest in some people that can give them that, because like we can't run this back again. And you know, injuries is gonna always be a part of it. And our we've never been a physical rough team, and we somehow always hurt ourselves. So if you get injured again, what are you gonna have? You gotta have some. And these veteran, last point, I mean, these veteran players that we brought in here, like I was saying in the chat about Terrence Mann, like the role that we gave Hunter and the role that we gave Bogey, Terrence Mann never came nowhere close to that. I mean, Hunter knocked down some big shots for us, guys back in games. You know, Bogey knocked down threes for us, even though he lost his steam this year. But when they was at their top, which made them valuable as assets to be traded, Terrence Mann and Nia ain't nowhere. Levert probably, but those two ain't nowhere near it. No, they're not it. So I just rest on that point until we get moving. And I guess Booth, you know, I mean, Ferry been out for a while, and I think Booth does make that point. I think Booth is probably the better candidate. I think he'll have more connections, and to make it sure, I think you have a really big chip on his shoulder. You know, I think he will have something to really prove. So I think really, I mean, I like Fair when he did in the past. It was a long time ago. When you're talking about people who are kind of up to speed with the game and got really like, if he could get a Bruce Brown here, or you know, like anybody, like how he got Caldwell Pope there, get defensive players. You know, he has that kind of mindset. I think he knew what it took to get a defensive minded team around a slow center that was offensive, a triple double machine. But it's hard. It's hard to put. I don't care if you're a small guard or a big guard. It's still hard to roster construct a high like dominant player. He did very well with that. So let's see if he comes in here what he can do. All right, Mike, I'm done, bro.
All right. Kool-Aid, you went? You don't mute. Kool-Aid went?
I got you. Hey, I am. All right. Hey, this up, man. You know, I still do the front office thing. I still think they gonna move off Okongu and Okongu and Buffin. But if we gonna stay packed with y'all conversation and everything, which I hope, I'm gonna say first, I'm gonna start out saying the front office is out of order. First of all, ownership, front office out of order. I just want to put that out there, because the way they doing this thing is not right. The way they doing it, because they fired the GM and they looking for a president. Who was president before the GM? That's my thing. I don't understand that. They should be replacing the GM and not a president. That's my thing. Okay, so but stand pat. Y'all know the fuss I was making the whole time, and I believe we would have made the playoffs if we would have stayed with playing the young boys. If we would have stayed, and y'all go back and look at those games where we were winning before Ninyang and Levert and T-Man started getting all the playing time, we were competitive, man. Defensively, we might not have been so competitive looking offensively, but defensively, we were more competitive with Moji on the floor and with Big Cretchy on the floor and with Barlow getting playing time and Moji getting playing time. We were more competitive than having Ninyang, T-Man, and Levert playing. If you go look at those games when we was on the winning streak, them guys was sitting on the bench watching when we beat Milwaukee. So that's who we need to replace. We need to go replace those three guys and see, and let's see if we can make sure Quinn get that memo. Play the young guy. Now we got some guys in G League that need to come up, that need to play. We got Toppin that need to come up and find a spot for him on the floor. If we do keep Kobe, we got to make sure Kobe gonna be ready to be that backup point guard. And then we need to replace Clint Capella. It's not that hard. Replace Clint Capella with a center. Now my center would be Bobo. Let me tell you why. Because he's more of a Quinn type center. He's 7'2", 7'3". He could, when he came out of college, he was a post player. They can play the post as well as he can go outside and shoot a three. He shoots a 39 to a 40% from the 3-point line. He also has the agility to bring the ball all the way up the floor as like a point center. So he has a lot of ability that can blend in with Trey Young when they be trying to blitz Trey. That's another person that they can get off ball. So we do that. And if Kobe I've been pulling for Kobe to be that backup point guard for so long, man. I'm really been hoping for him to be that backup point guard for Trey. But if he can't be that backup point guard, and we talking about running back, and you know how I feel about my G Leaguer, heck, I think Keaton Wallace throughout the year, in those games that they won, those games against the Celtics and stuff, and putting in that triple-double, he deserved the opportunity to get a contract to be that third point guard, if not the backup point guard for the Atlanta Hawks, if you're going to run it back. Now, from my point of view, I want to go get one of those 5 guys, what I'm talking about, and spend that money and go for the gusto this year. That's what I want to do. That's why I hope when they got rid of that capital money and they making that capital space was to do that. But as for man, right now, man, the front office is out of order, man. And I am like it don't make sense to say a GM get fired and you are looking for a president, an operation. Who does that?
The Hawks.
The Hawks.
I don't even know who this Iceson guy. How he ain't. Has he ever been a GM?
Who you talking about?
The dude who we got as an interim GM. Has he ever been a GM?
He not interim, man. He the GM.
Okay, so why? My question was, has he ever been a GM?
I don't know.
He ain't never been an associate with operation and stuff like that and putting things together. He ain't never been a GM.
I don't think that's
and then you going. I don't think he ever been a GM.
I mean, but he had some hands and stuff though before, right?
Well, Mike and Kool-Aid, do you think that this is a reason why the team is mid? Mike and Kool-Aid, and even you, do you think? But do y'all think this is why the team is mid right now?
Yes.
Yes, because you can't win a championship when you're out of order. Like I said, to win a championship, it starts with the ownership, getting the president of operation. The president of operation hires the GM, and the GM hires the coach, and they works together to get the players. Majority of the time, the GM get the player, and you get the coach that is going to play your players. If you don't do that, and if you don't do that in the right order, your chances of winning is very slim.
I
It starts with the
disagree
ownership.
to it. All right, well, I'll wrap up things with my thought about it is that I understand what everybody's saying. I get it, but I think it's possible. Basically, Anzi Soleil or whatever would be, thank you, Mersey, helping me remember his name. He basically probably have a couple years, you know what I'm saying? As the GM when you do get your president here. And the first person that's going to go when anything happens or whatever is going to be Anzi. And then that president is going to then bring in probably officially their GM or whatnot, though. But I mean, it is what it is at this point. We didn't have a president prior to, so that's how you basically end up being in this tight situation or whatever. So now they're looking to actually fill the role properly. They saying it. They're looking to align the GM, not interim, the GM, honestly, with the president candidate, and that's most likely is going to be the Booth guy. I think what you shared, Matt, what it said, Booth, or I don't know, some other guy that's like, European.
And that is so stupid. That is so stupid.
But at the same time, again though, I'm not finna just pre-condemn anything. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see what happens when it comes. Man, my bad, Larry. Man, I will drop a link. But I'm trying to get up out of here myself right now, Larry. Unless somebody.
Quick note, Mike. Quick note, Mike. But do you respect what the guy for Denver did when he fired Booth and the coach for Denver when they weren't on the same page? Do you respect what he did?
Yeah, let me tell you why I respect that. Let me tell you why I why.
I know Mike trying to get out of here.
I know you're outside.
Mike trying to escape
because the owner.
That's why I ain't saying nothing else.
Didn't want no stupid stuff going on when it takes the GM and the coach to work in unison to win. And he saw two pieces that wasn't working in unison. So he said, okay, we got to just get both of y'all then. Get rid of both of y'all because it really takes the GM and the coach to put together a team that's going to win. You can't be on two sides of the coin as a GM and a coach.
Yeah, they got to get on the same page, man, whoever we do get in here. And they got most likely, I'm pretty sure they want to go ahead and get the president before they start cooking up really with the draft and stuff like that. So, yeah, man, I try not to focus too much on the front office stuff, man, because a lot of that stuff, man, it's like, man, I don't know, man. It's crazy, man. We all know it's not ideal. We want it to be better. Hopefully things can get in order soon after this hire. We get a president in here and, they can get stuff in order and Tony can let them work, man. So Denver is a better franchise as of late than we are from, I don't know, the talent that they have up there, the pieces, the moves they've made. I mean, I know Jokic is Jokic and things of that nature, but just overall, they've done better. So, I mean, hey, I wouldn't mind having somebody that's been a part of that, part of our franchise, because, like I said, they've been doing better than us, at least, or whatever. So, real quick, Kool-Aid, what's up, man?
I just got a question. Was Booth a GM or was he president of operations over there with Denver?
Somebody answer that, Matt. What was Booth's role, Matt, at Denver? Exactly, GM.
So how we hiring a GM to be the operation, to be the president of operation here? It don't make sense.
Why not?
Jeez, man, like really?
I'm trying to be quiet. I'm trying to be quiet.
Oh no, there's not the progression.
I'm trying to be quiet.
President that we interviewed.
See, I'm trying to be quiet, but
so he said nobody was the president.
Okay. Can I just say this one thing? Because see, the thing about this, and Mike, I know you want to go because it's real pretty out there, Mike. That sun out. You got to go grab him. But see, this is the thing. Having been part of a corporation, there's a person where the buck stops. Whether it's going to be the president or whether it's going to be the GM. Okay. If you hire the GM to be the person where the buck stops, that's the person that calls the cadence for the rest of the organization on down below him. But by virtue of the fact that you fired your former GM, brought another GM in, and then said you were going to get a president on top of him, Hell no, that's bass backwards. You should have hired a president first. Then let that president say who his GM is.
I know John, I know Mike gotta go, but just when they hire Onsi Sala, they gave him a lot of money. They gave him like $4 million a year over.
You threw good money after bad. You threw good money after bad.
His expertise is in the salary
cap. All right,
cap.
Mike, I'm gonna let you go, boy.
His expertise is in the salary cap. This guy, all right, Mike. This guy above him is supposed to be an expert in scouting in trade. So if it works, it's
okay,
work out.
Okay,
one
Matt
is an expert in the cap. The other one is an expert in scouting and trades.
So the president is going to make the final decision by virtue of his position in the company, whether he's good at this or good at that or whatever. The president, the highest ranking official, is the one that's going to make the call. And this is what Puffy K said. Puffy K said Friday, he said that the president is going to be the one that goes to Tony Russell and says, give me $40 million to go get this. Okay. Now, if the president is going to be that person, that's the one. Yeah, he's the man. He is the man. Because according to what Puffy K was saying, when Puffy K said that this is the man that's going to go to Tony Russell and tell Tony Russell what to spend money on. All right. Tony Russell, in conjecture, is going to hold him responsible that he spent his money well. All right. So he is the head person. He's the decision maker. Now, you stick this man in here saying that he's the general manager, no matter who it is that you hire as president. No, bro, that's wrong. That's bad.
The president sound like he's just a pawn, John. Like he's just
there
a pawn.
you go. There you go.
You just sticking somebody on a spot, and this really the dude who is the GM is really running the operation and the GM at the same time. It's like,
yes, look, I got you. I hear.
I know you got to go, man.
I got to go. Bye, Mike.
But it is doable. Mike. It is doable. It happens.
No.
It happens. It happens when there's a director hired after there's an assistant director or somebody already there. I mean, it happens.
Hey, ask the Falcons about that kind of hiring.
I'm just saying in life in general, man. I'm just saying in life in general.
I mean, ask the Falcons about that.
Well, everybody, but Mike, what the team might look like. Hold tight on what the team might look like, guys. That's all I can say.
Y'all be easy.
Take it easy, man.
Look, all right, y'all take it easy. Great chopping it up, man. I don't know if we do spur the moment pop up or something like that, maybe later. But anyway, y'all take it easy, man. I'm out. All right,
man.
Go Golden State.
I forgot the games come on today. You right about that.
Yeah,
all right,
it's gonna be good. Cool, man.
Take it easy.
I keep that shit on me. That shit on, yeah.